Yeah, hi Donna. Yeah, I just saw your channel. Yeah, I just wanted to share something real quick. Uh, I'm Billy Martin, and in 19, it was in the 70s after Elvis passed. George Klein was upset about the Bodyguards when they wrote the book Elvis What Happened, and he sent out openings, a request for anybody who would like to audition for the King of Rock and Roll movie that he was putting together. And George Klein was Elvis's high school buddy and a disc jockey. And I sent a photograph of me. I was quite a bit younger, and I'll be damned if I didn't get a letter from the King of Rock and Roll movie, and it was from George Klein. He says, "Mr. Martin, would you like to sing 2 songs in West Hollywood? Be prepared." And they give me a date and a time, and so I showed up. The information was that you don't have to be a singer, you don't have to be an actor. The George was looking for unknowns, and so I had a song that I wanted to sing. It was like a blues song, and then I was going to do a rock and roll song, and the song was "I Really Don't Want to Know." Oh, how many arms have held you and hated to let you go. Oh, I wonder, oh, I wonder, oh, I wonder, yes, I do. But I don't want, I don't want to know, oh, I don't want to know. But, there's more to it. Oh, always keep me wondering, you know how it goes. And so I practice it. And I was number 7 to get up on stage. And it's like maybe 800 people in the auditorium, 1,000 outside waiting to go in. Some folks that was going to audition, like some Oriental people, had their bones broken, and it's pretty crazy. I wore the like the blue suit, the Nehru suit that Elvis had with Anne Margaret for Viva Las Vegas. So I was looking pretty sharp, and so they call me, Mr. Martin. So I'm up on the stage and I'm just nervous, I'm moving around, you see. And they says, okay, so Mr. Martin, what's the song? And had a lot of young people, there, and I says, I really don't want to know. And they thought I was a comedian. They were laughing, and I says, I really don't want to know. And George saved me. He says, I know what you're talking about, Mr. Martin. And it says here, you're not a singer, an actor. And I says, that's what you advertise for. And that's who you got here. I can vocalize. And so I had the King of Rock and Roll band behind me. And the leader says, Billy, what key? And I says, I told you, I don't know. I'll just start singing. And, and they started. What a thrill to be in front of George Klein, to be attempting to get to the role. And I figured that, Lord's going to bless me. Elvis sure was a sincere man. And he challenged himself, so I said, I'm going to do it. I can vocalize. I can do this. And so I sang it, and then I jumped off the stage like Lee Majors, the Bionic Man. And I went outside and I asked about who's the best so far. And they all were clapping. He says, the last guy. He says, well, that's me. But no, Elvis was such a dear person. He was meant to be what he ended up to be. And real quick, he'd say, I think it was the JC's award that he was there. And he says, in a movie or a comic, I always, look for the hero because I wanted to be a hero. And always have music in your heart. And, let your life go on and let the song sing. And so anyhow, Lord bless you. I'll be looking at your other videos. And this was right after he passed away. And Mr. Klein was very, very upset. And I don't know why the King of Rock and Roll was not produced. I worked for Jack LaLanne at that time, the fitness guy. And Jim Carnes talked about the article, and he bet me. He says, I says, well, I'm going to do it. And he says, well, if you do it, I will interview you and have that done. So anyhow, you take care. God bless you, and I'll see you. I'll see your other videos. Bye bye.